Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Baku, which is the capital city of Azerbaijan. That's where I am from as well. I'm back to my own city, so I wanted to show you in this video more about the city center, where normally the tourists are going. As you can see from all the buildings and architecture, it's quite beautiful and historical, especially this building on the right side, which is a National Academy of Science, and the building is looking incredible. Even though I passed by from here many times, sometimes we forget to look up and see what's above us. And I've been using this area quite a lot because my university used to locate here, so which means I was passing from here almost every day and going from the metro, which is up there in Shahar, and then going down to the Nizami direction. And I was going to the university 5 times a week basically, so spending a lot of time in this area. So I know the area quite well, and I want to show you as well what are the beauties, and I want to give you a little bit of impressions of how actually Baku looks like. And when you are wandering around in the city center, in general in Baku, you will come across lots of different little parks, so little squares where people can sit and enjoy and have a great time. And this is the statue of Sabir. Sabir is actually a very famous poet from the 19th century, so his full name is Mirza Alekber Sabir. It's a little bit too sunny, so it's not too clear at the moment, but he's basically the poet from the 19th century. Yeah, quite a famous person from our literature, from our history. So every kid who goes to school learns about Sabir. And there's actually another poet's statue not too far from away from here. His name is Nizami, and I will show you that in a few seconds. And as you can see, the little park is here, and then on the other side you can see the walls of the inner city. So this inner city is also at least 800 plus years old structure, and it's protected very well. When you enter to the other side of the wall, actually there are multiple entrances from all over around the inner city. You get to more historical part. You can see Shirvanshah, and I also made other videos about inner city, so you can go check it out, and you will find very delicious restaurants and find really good traditional food in inner city, which is right here. So you just enter from here and you can explore, but we already made a video in that part, so we are going to further down to show you different parts of Baku, the capital city. So this is the surroundings. We have a road takes you to all the way to Nizami metro station, and that area is actually called Nizami. But the statue of Nizami is just in front of us right here. Since it's a little traffic, let's take the chance to cross the road. All right, we are on the other side now. In general, in this area you will find lots of restaurants, cafes where you can chill and enjoy your time. Also, public transportation in Baku is, I think, great, especially in the city center. If it's not the traffic, then you're gonna get to where you need to go quite fast. You can see the bus system right here, and some people get out and go to work in the area. But most for me at least, when I was going to university a few years back, it was best to use the metro because you don't have a traffic, and metro system is always on time, so it makes it much easier to get where you need to go. All right, we just arrived to Nizami statue, which is just in front of us, but this is behind of it, so we need to go a little bit further to have a better view. Nizami is another great poet, actually the greatest romantic poet in Persian history, and he's actually was born and actually he died in Ganja, and Ganja is actually a city name in Azerbaijan. That's why his nickname or surname comes with Nizami Ganjavi. Ganjavi means like someone from that area, from that city. So as you can see, beautiful Nizami statue just in front of us, and he is a poet from the 12th century. He was born in 12th century and died 1209, which makes it 13th century. So yeah, the greatest romantic poet, and he's also very well studied person in Persian history, especially in Azerbaijan as well. In every literature we have to get to know him and his work, obviously. And as I talked about the parks, Azerbaijan, Baku especially, or maybe in general, all the post-Soviet countries loves parks. Like, the parks are a big part of the culture, I would say, the lifestyle, because after work people, that's where they are relaxing and enjoying their time. And Baku also invested a lot of money to build up lots of different parks, and we will actually get to the fountain park, which is on my left side. But there are also different structures here where you can actually sit down, enjoy your time, take the stairs. As you can see, it's quite clean and nice, and the trash you see on the floor is actually from the trees. And there's also different fountain systems here. I think when the weather is nice, the fountains get to work, and people get in this area with their kids, especially after work, and or with their dogs or cats, whatever, just wandering around and enjoying, spending a lot of time in the parks. So parks are a very big part of the culture here. Just in front of us we also have a literature museum. It's also named after Nizami, the statue we have seen in the back. So it's a Nizami Azerbaijan literature museum, and that's how it looks like. Check this out, architecture looking incredible, as you can see. And there are actually 6 different statues in front of us, and if you would like to know who are they, you can simply read them down right here. For example, this one is Fuzuli, Wagif, Mirza Fatali, Natavan, Mirza Jalil, Jafar Japarlov. So unfortunately it's not written in actually English. It's only in Azerbaijanian. You can see the letters with A and stuff, so it's written in Azerbaijanian, but the architecture is beautiful. So if you are in this area, you can come and appreciate the beauty of the building, even though if you don't go inside. So that was a literature museum on my right side. On the left side we had the Nizami statue, and we are getting to the Fountains Park. As I told you, the parks are very important and very big part of the city, especially Baku. Lots of parks you will find out. And on the left side there's a big KFC shop here, and there's also parking stations. So if you want to park and then get to the get to where you will need to go in the city center, it's quite accessible. And I see lots of tourists as well in this area. Obviously tourism is growing slowly, and I hear more and more my followers from South Asia, they're always saying, you know, there was this local Sri Lankan or Indian or Pakistani vloggers that been to my country, and they're promoting also what they see in Baku. So it makes me happy more people are deciding to arrive here, so it's quite cool. So we just go to the Fountains Park. As you can see, it's a massive area, pretty clean and quite kept in a shape, so people can freely walk around here, and then kids can play. There's no cars allowed here, no scooters, and that's one of the great things, that you can actually enjoy your walk. And when you go to South Asian countries, I always comment that, you know, when you get to the bazaars and the main streets, that there are still tuk-tuks and there are still bikes and scooters even. So I would prefer that the places where it's actually walkable, keep it as walkable and don't allow any type of transportation to be there, so just people can freely move around. All right, we have a carousel. Seems like it's under construction at the moment, as it's the name of the park is a fountain park. There will be lots of different fountains, not actually in one style, but actually in different styles you can find in the area. So there's this one fountain right here. It's not functioning at the moment, but later in the evening, when there are more people to enjoy it, it will be functioning. And then if you are here with your kids, you can allow them to drive these cars around the park, which is actually quite safe, and it will be nice. And we come across actually another park, another fountain in front of us, and then there will be another one in a distance. So in Azerbaijanian, or it's actually a Russian word, we say Targovy, and that area is called Targovy. That's basically the city center. It's actually a Russian word, but we use it. But this is literally the city center of Baku. So there's a big McDonald's in one side. It's a kind of big square where people are get together and enjoy their time. You can find lots of brands here too, and you can also, since this place is attracting lots of tourists, you will also see that there are lots of traditional restaurants. We might actually check out some of them, but it's quite a little bit early for any type of food, but we might get to some cafe, which I want to show you in a while. So this is the big part of the square, and it welcomes us with another fountain system in front of us. Big McDonald's sign, because McDonald's is just located right here. As you can see, very colorful and very clean, very nice, and it's very quiet at the moment. But last time when I was here during the evening, it was very loud. Some people were like singing songs, trying to more like a street art type of thing that people sing and people give them money or clap for them or whatever, which I really didn't like. But as of now, it's actually very quiet and very nice. So really appreciate the quietness. I like to not to be bothered with the music, because if I want to listen music, I would put my headphones on, not listen something on the street. So yeah, here we go, guys. Fountain Park in Azerbaijanian, that will be Fevareler Parkı. That's how our language sounds, like Fevareler Parkı. Fevare means fountain, and ler at the end stands for like plural version. So Fevareler Parkı would be Fountains Park in Baku city. Here there's a little mall here. I've been spending my after university times in upstairs, but right now that actually cafe has changed the name. But we've been spending a lot of time here with my classmates, walking around, or you can actually take a different direction and then go to a different metro system, which is called Sahil. Yeah, there's a Pizza Inn right here, very old one. It's been here for at least 10 years or so, or as long as I can remember it. Yeah, there are some different statues where people tend to take pictures with them. As you can see, the tourists are taking some pictures. It's a little lady statue. In general, the evenings are more lively here because people get out from the work. Either they go for shopping, or tourists also go out after the sun goes down, so it's much cooler to walk around. But once you are here, you get lots of snacks, so you can freely arrive quite hungry, because there are lots of different small restaurants and cafes which you can visit. And then just in front of us we have another shopping mall. It's called Pagani. These shopping malls are quite basic, because there are much bigger ones in different metro systems, like in Gençlik, 28 May, which is 28 May, and also in different parts of the city you can find much bigger shopping malls. So if you are here, you can find this one is a really old one, so I guess you will not find what you're exactly looking for as a tourist, but definitely an option to check it out. So I want you to pay attention to the structure of the street and how clean is it actually. As you can see, no trash, nothing, quite easily walkable city. which I really appreciate, that people also taking care of the city and not make it dirty. So this street gonna take us to different parts of the city center, and there's this little valley where you can actually walk and follow the street. Once we turn to right, you will actually see how many restaurants are there and some shops. There's a Central Baku. I think it's a famous brand here. It's been here also for a while. So if you want to go a little bit more fancy, you can go and enjoy it. There are some tourists here. Maybe we can interview them. Maybe let's ask a question. Hi guys, how are you?
All good.
Where are you from?
We are from India.
India. I make a YouTube video. Can I ask you a few questions? I'm a YouTuber. I make videos and I want to know your ideas about
It's about Baku.
Baku, yeah, Baku.
We are pretty new to Baku, but
You just arrived?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you ask about this, we are just starting. You know, probably after 2 days we will be knowing.
First impressions?
Wow, great.
Great, yeah.
It's,
And
you know, as you know, starting with the climate.
yeah, nice.
Fantastic.
But you are very lucky because in this month it can be quite cold as well. So enjoy it as much as you can.
Oh.
And which part of India you are from?
South.
Kochi, Kerala? I've been to Kerala. I've been to Kochi. Yeah.
So you are an avid travel YouTuber.
Yeah, I've been to India. And
Which time or which year you have been?
Last year I was there. 1 year ago I was there. Yeah. I love backwaters. Beautiful. I did the boat ride. It was amazing.
We are just like, you know, about 60 kilometers away from the...
Oh, nice from the Kochi. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Enjoy your time in Baku and have fun.
Thank you.
See you. Bye-bye. So yeah, as I told you guys, lots of Indian tourism is also here. But mainly in the last few years, I have been hearing and seeing that lots of Arab tourists also arriving. People from Oman, Qatar, UAE, they travel to here to get to know the country. But one of the, I think, main reasons are that because we are giving visa-free systems to the more and more countries, so that's how they are attracting more people. Also, the flights are very important, right? So the tour companies are actually making the flights to here much cheaper, and if there are more frequent flights, then it makes the getting to Baku much cheaper from Middle East, from South Asia as well. So here you go. This is the street I was talking about. It's quite a long street that takes you to the other side, and there are also different shops here. You can get a perfume, you can get some food. There's a LC Waikiki on the right side, East Town restaurant on my right side too. Yeah, as I mentioned, quite tight and quite nice street to take a time, have fun and enjoy. Lots of trash bins too. And there's another restaurant on the left side. It's called Caravan. And there's a shawarma #1. This is a very famous fast food place in Azerbaijan. In Baku specifically, you will find lots of different branches all around the city. It's they are basically providing shawarma. Shawarma is basically the doner version for coming from the Middle East, from Arabic countries. They use a very specific sauce, but it's technically meat and some veggies inside with specific type of a sauce inside the bread or inside the flatbread, if you like. So if you are here, check out the shawarma. It's actually one of my favorite and used to be one of my favorite during the school times. When you don't have enough time, you just grab it, eat it and go. So it's quite fulfilling. So more shops. This is the kind of like the main street where tourists would arrive, and locals as well, if they need to buy some more quality stuff. I think mostly you find in this area. And I haven't been to Baku myself for the last 4 years now, so it's a quite long time. And the things I talk about is mostly about the stuff I know from 4 years ago or even earlier when I was studying here. But the things are changed. Probably local people have better idea who lives here, that where to get the best items and quality things. But yeah, as a tourist you can definitely check out some of the shops here. There's a Cafe City, which is a famous brand, and we just arrived. It was a quite long walk. We just arrived to the exit system, which will pop up on the other side, and there's another statue which I want to show you. As you can see, very modern structure here, and we will go downstairs. We'll go downstairs. You can actually get you can check your weight here, and you can also get a popcorn on the right side, which is cool. And it seems like there's some street musician here too. The music is ongoing. I'm not so sure if this is I'm not sure if it's a legal action, so I don't want to focus on them too much, but you know, you get the vibe. And here's the statue of Nizami, and it's surrounded with this gigantic building on the left side. But as you can see, the city is quite busy, even though it's middle of the week, but so many cars and so many people on the street. But the evenings will get much crazier here. All right, next guys, I want to take you to one specific cafe which I haven't seen it before. Only a few days ago I found out about it, and I want to show you, and also want to get a coffee or something to give you the specific location as well where you can find it. So we'll go there, have a tea or coffee, we'll see what they have. But the inside is more exclusive, so I want to show you the walls especially. See you in a while. In front of us we can see the State Theater, which I have been here multiple times inside. So there are different shows and performances are performed every day. I believe there's actually a cashier. I'm sure you can check also online if there are any performances you would like to see. It will definitely be in Azerbaijanian, but if you are speaking Russian, you can possibly find also some performances in Russian here, but English will be probably impossible to find for such a big project. And this is the continuity of that street where we are coming from. We are actually traveling from end of that street, and now we just crossed this main road where the cars are passing, and I took the exit from here. And here there's a Obraz coffee house which I would like to show you, and we can possibly get some tea or coffee. Let's see if they are open, and then if they do, I would like to check it out. Salam. Teşekkürler. Çekişlerime problem yoktu YouTube için. Teşekkürler. Minnettarım. So once you enter, you see this beautiful artwork on the street. I actually found out about this place when I was passing by, but check out, the atmosphere is just incredible. These are all the actors and actresses from Azerbaijani history, the recent history. So they are basically the legends of the theater world, and their pictures are being drawn in a very high quality. Actually, they look like a 3D. So we will be sitting somewhere here and enjoy some coffee or tea, possibly here. So let's have a look. Hususi neyiniz var? Coffee, çay, buraya ait hususi. Obraz.
Eklerler de getir, kakao üstünde yazılı bunu
okay, teşekkürler. İngilizce bilirsiniz?
Biraz. Danışmana şey girem.
So you speak a little bit English. Okay. Siz sizin üzünüz mənə tanış gəlir. Olar. Siz də teatrda olmusunuz, düzdür? Adınız necə idi? Necə? Vəfa. Şad oldum tanışdığa. Okay, so yox, mən Azərbaycandanam, amma videolar çəkirəm, dünyanı gəzirəm. Bu dəfə Bakıya gəldim, burada çəkmək istədim, göstərmək istədim. Buradan keçəndə bu şəkli görmüşdüm divarda, süperdi. Əlinize sağlık. Fikir sizindir. Okay, so the idea of the cafe belongs to her. Her name is Vafa. She's also part of the theater. Vafa Zeynallı. Neçə ildir? 30 il. Okay. Gözəl.
Bu da mənim ruhumun bir hissəsi.
Gözəl. So she been on theater for last 30 years, and it's also her work basically to open up this cafe, which looks amazing. Siz nə məsləhət görürsünüz? Cake ya ekler?
İkisini də çəkə bilərsiniz.
Yox, yeməyə.
Nə ürəyinizdə?
Okay. Hansı? Bir dənə seçsəm.
Video kimi çəkə bilərsiniz.
Bir də bu ekler 2 gəlir yoxsa 1 gəlir?
Yox, bu servis üçün belə qoymuşuq, amma bu bilərsiniz 5
Okay, onda bu çiyələkli tortdur. So this is a strawberry cake. I will have a strawberry cake and çay. Təşəkkürlər. İçəri də var yoxsa? Yoxdur, ha. So they also do, I guess, some performances here. I'm not sure when exactly happening, but I think you can get some live music here. And these are some old pictures from the theater as well. Beautiful. Look at the details on that wall drawings. There's a little mirror as well there. Looking beautiful. I think I'm gonna sit here, even though it's... Bu stol çox böyükdür, amma otura bilərəm. Teşekkürler. Kesebiliriz. Alright. Oh, I didn't even see that part, guys. There's also more drawings on the wall. These are some specific scenes from the different theater and from the movies. So that's what it represents. Such a beautiful idea. Since she has been spending her probably more than half of her life in a theater. This is such a physical touch into it, like bringing it to life and actually serving something to people more than just a theater. So incredible experience, and it actually gives me idea to have a YouTuber type of cafe. As a YouTuber, I can also open a cafe somewhere, maybe in Sri Lanka. So they also have a different type of tea options which you can get. Quite cool. I love the atmosphere, I love the idea in general. Alright, we will get an eclair, we will get a cake and we will get a tea, and I will show you everything once all are here. See you. Teşekkürler. Çok güzel. Minnettarım. Wow, look at this. This is a very typical way to serve the tea. This is a bigger version, but if you watch my other videos, we also serve the tea in a small cup, but this is basically the bigger cup because the tea comes quite hot, so it's very hard to hold it. So they kind of created this type of holder, and it actually comes out, so it's quite easy when you want to wash it off. So attention to detail is great. And also we like to add lemon to our teas, so you will find that always lemon is an option on the table. It doesn't come inside the tea, but you can always add it on. And we also have the cake. The cake looking quite good. It's like basically strawberry chocolate cake. I don't know exactly what would be the name, but attention to detail is amazing. The color combinations is beautiful. There are some candles on the table. There's fresh flowers on the table just next to you, and how the tea are being served. Quite an authentic experience. I just asked her that if tourists are coming here. She said yes, but mostly people who live abroad, actually they are coming and visiting. So it's people like me basically. Beautiful. Let's try out the cake. It's gonna be our first big bite. Very good. Quality is great. Well done to the Miss Wafa. She's been doing a great job. Alright, I will enjoy my tea. Later on we're gonna pay for the service and gonna check out what's the prices, and I will see you in a while. So, ladies and gentlemen, we just left the Obraz Cafe. I want to give you the details. This is the place name, Obraz Cafe. It's a 4 rating, but you can definitely come check it out. It's a very authentic place and quite beautiful as well inside. So Miss Wafa, who is the founder and the owner of the place, she's been very kind and very hospitable. I tried to pay, but I left my cash in my hand. I really tried to convince them to pay for the tea and cake, but it didn't work out. So incredible place. They do live music at the weekends, and on Mondays they're actually showing the old Azerbaijani movies in that little screen and the stage you have seen. So Mondays there are some movies, and weekends there's a live music. You have to come and check it out, guys, and enjoy some quality time in a very kind of traditional and also very authentic place. We just arrived to Sahil. This is where we are. There's also metro system just underneath this building, and there's also another big park. As you can see, students and university students are out from the school and university, so that's why you can see lots of kids are hanging around here in the little park. There are some scooters you can actually rent. So yeah, quite nice, clean. You can see lots of greenery, but you should also appreciate the greenery in Baku, because this region is quite dry, so it's very hard to keep up with the greenery in Baku. So I'm actually very impressed how they are actually watering the system. They have the watering system, and all these trees are super green. So well done to the government and also the people who is responsible to keep this place nice and tight. All right, guys, this is gonna be my last video from this area, but I'm gonna make more videos from Baku. Thank you so much for coming and enjoying the ride with me, and I will see you next time.